Grandma, why do you smell funny? That innocent question from her granddaughter hit Nancy Miller like a thunderclap. Mom says that's just how you smell. In a single moment, 68-year-old Nancy, who had prided herself her whole life on being clean, neat, and well-kept, felt her heart sink. The little girl who once nestled in her lap now kept her distance, her nose wrinkling as if repelled by something unseen. That night, Nancy curled up beneath her quilt, tears soaking into her pillow. She sobbed silently, her chest tight with a sense of shame she couldn't explain. I'm Dr. Henry Thompson, a 77-year-old geriatric physician. In my 50-year career, I've walked beside over 10,000 older adults through every phase of aging, and today I'm here to tell you something no one else has probably had the courage to say to your face. Have you ever gotten on a city bus and noticed that the seat next to you stays empty again? Have you seen your daughter-in-law cracking open a window whenever she visits, just for fresh air? Or maybe your grandkids don't cuddle up the way they used to. That subtle, lingering scent, the one no one wants to talk about, it has a name, the scent of age, and yes, it's real. After decades of working with seniors, I've discovered something that 99% of people over 60 don't realize. This specific odor, often described as old person smell, is almost always invisible to the one who carries it. But to those around them, it's noticeable. And worse, families often stay silent, not wanting to hurt anyone's feelings, so the truth stays buried. Let me tell you about George Carter. George was a Marine veteran, disciplined, tidy, proud. He never missed a shower and kept his home cleaner than most. One afternoon, his teenage son brought friends over after football practice. George, sitting quietly in the living room, overheard one of the boys murmur, "Man, that old dude smell is strong." George didn't say a word, but something in him broke. From that day on, whenever the kids came by, he stayed in his room. If you're still watching, maybe a part of you is whispering, "Could this be me?" And let me tell you, if you're wondering, there's a chance you're right. But here's the good news, you are not helpless. Stick with me through this video because I'm going to walk you through something that can change your life. See, science has shown us that as we grow older, our body chemistry changes. Our skin produces different oils. Our metabolism shifts. It's not dirt, it's not laziness, it's nature. But just because it's natural doesn't mean you're stuck with it. Finish this video and you'll stop hearing people whisper behind your back, "Does this old lady or man smell too much?" Kids won't shy away from sitting with their smelly grandparents because kids are brutally honest. Betty Davis, 65, once told me, "Hey doctor, Henry, my grandkid won't sit on my lap anymore. What do I do?" Her eyes welled up. Today, I'll reveal a key secret I've uncovered after 50 years of research in treating patients, something no one's told you. Amazingly, just spend 3 minutes washing 2 spots thoroughly, and you can eliminate 90% of that smell. This method worked for over 1,000 of my patients, and their family bonds improved noticeably. Don't miss this valuable info. Before going on, hit like and subscribe to help other seniors who need this. Turn on notifications too, you'll get precious tips to boost your quality of life later. Let's dive in. Just last week I met Frank Wilson. He's 88 years old, full of charm, always wearing a crisp button-down and polished shoes, but his eyes looked tired. "Doctor." "Henry," he said, "I wear the expensive cologne my wife once loved. Still, my son won't stay in the same room with me. First thing he does, throws the window open wide." He paused, voice low. "It stings, you know." I had to level with him. "Frank, I'm sorry, but cologne doesn't fix the real issue. It only masks it. Imagine spraying Febreze in a dirty bathroom. It doesn't solve the problem, it just makes the stink more confusing." Too many older folks make the same mistake. Something doesn't smell quite right, and they reach for that bottle of aftershave or perfume. But instead of solving the issue, they're layering sweetness on top of sour. The result? Even more windows cracked open, even more distance from the people they love. This isn't just about fragrance, it's about dignity, about feeling seen and respected, not avoided. And here's the truth, there's a real biological reason for that old age smell. It's not just about skipping a shower or growing older, there's science behind it. And once you understand what's really going on in your body, you'll know exactly how to stop it, permanently. Let's start at the root. Our bodies change in major ways as we age, and not in the ways you might think. First, sweat. Back in our younger years, we'd sweat close to a quart a day during morning walks, hot summers, even just from laughter. But after 60, that number drops in half. Seems like a good thing, right? Less sweat, less mess. Wrong. You see, sweat isn't just water, it's a natural detox system. It clears out waste, flushes toxins, and keeps bacteria from building up. Without it, your skin becomes a feeding ground for odor-causing microbes. Nancy Clark, 71, once asked me, "I barely sweat anymore, so why do I still smell?" It's because that sweat, what she thought was the enemy, was actually her friend. Same with Robert Evans, 73. "Back in the day, I was drenched after mowing the lawn," he told me. "Now? Barely a drop. I thought it was a blessing. But that dry skin, it's the reason behind the smell." Second, your skin's oils, called sebum, change too, and here's where it gets really interesting. As we grow older, the chemistry of those oils shifts. A compound called 2-nonenal starts to appear. This is the villain. I've spent over 3 decades researching this, and the data is clear. 2-nonenal barely exists in young skin, but around age 50 it begins to rise and peaks in your 70s. It's what gives that unmistakable scent we associate with age. Not because you're unclean, but because your biology has shifted. Third, your mouth. After 60, saliva production drops dramatically, over 50%. That moisture isn't just for comfort. It keeps bacteria in check and balances your oral pH. Without it, bacteria thrive, your mouth dries out, and breath turns sour. "I can smell it when I talk," Linda Harris, 69, told me. "Makes me step back when my grandkids are near." And it broke my heart to hear that. So there you are, showering daily, rinsing with mouthwash, dabbing on perfume, and still something lingers. Why? Because you're treating the surface, not the source. But there's hope, and better yet, a solution. And it's simple. You're just missing the key spots. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Take James Parker, 75. The first time he walked into my clinic, his shoulders slumped. "My grandkids won't even come into my room," he sighed. "My son keeps cracking the windows open." But 6 months after following my advice, his face lit up with joy. Now my grandkid climbs right into my lap again like magic. You can feel that too. Now here's the truth. You don't need expensive products from drugstores or hospital shelves. Everything you need might already be in your home. This method comes from over 5 decades of medical science, and it works. In fact, 97% of my patients reported visible changes. Rule number 1, drink enough warm water. Water, what does that even do? People ask. Well, water is your body's janitor. It helps flush away toxins and old waste through your urine. But here's the key, it has to be a habit. 1 glass of warm water right after waking can dramatically reduce that musty old age scent. Margaret Adams, 72, told me, "At first drinking water in the morning felt strange, but after a month it became second nature. Now if I skip it, I feel off. My skin's smoother and my granddaughter says I smell nice." Try to get in 6 glasses a day. Can't stick to it? Here's my simple trick. 1 glass as soon as you wake up, another before lunch, 1 right after lunch, 1 around 3 p.m., 1 before dinner, and a final glass before bed. Anchor it to specific times and it becomes automatic. And remember, coffee and tea don't count. Coffee actually dehydrates you. So if you do have your morning cup, balance it with an extra glass of water. Second rule, gentle walks under the sun. "I'm too old, exercise is tough," many tell me. I hear you. This isn't about hitting the gym. Just a slow 20-minute stroll in the sunshine can work wonders. Sunlight helps kill bacteria on the skin surface. Light movement helps your body sweat just enough to push out impurities. If the sun feels too harsh, aim for early morning or after 4 p.m. when it's kinder on your skin. Fred Taylor shared, "At first my legs ached. I couldn't even manage 10 minutes, but the doc said start small, so I did. Now I can go longer, just a slow walk, a little puffing, and I'm good." Rule number 3, bathe every day with warm water. I know winter makes daily showers feel like a chore, but bathing isn't just about feeling fresh. It's essential for washing away dirt and odor-causing bacteria on the skin. Quick tip: avoid hot, scalding water. It strips your skin's natural barrier, making things worse. Use warm water. Somewhere between 100 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal, and once a week, treat yourself to a 20-minute soak in a warm bath around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It opens your pores and draws out deep-seated grime. Many of my patients say that after this weekly soak, their skin feels softer and that lingering smell lessens noticeably. Stick to these 3 rules and old age smell fades a lot. But wait, here's the big secret. When showering, scrub 3 spots hard. 90% of that smell comes from there, yet most skip them. First, skin folds, neck, armpits, underbreasts, navel, groin, behind knees, elbows. These creases trap sweat, breeding bacteria, but seniors often skim or miss them, especially the back of the neck and ears. Few notice, yet smell pours from there. Susan Brooks, 66, said, "Doctor, Henry, it's wild. I've showered forever but never scrubbed my armpits and chest as you said. Smells way down. My grandkid hugs me now. Just hit those folds in the shower, the smell drops more. Use a soft cloth or a loofah and scrub gently. No hard rubbing as it damages the skin." Second, hairy spots, armpits, chest, scalp. Hair traps sweat and sebum, especially the scalp, often neglected. Massage your scalp well when shampooing. Tom Harris, 62, shared with a chuckle, "The doctor told me to massage my scalp while shampooing. I figured why not give it a try, and you know what? My head doesn't reek anymore." He beamed, "Now my grandson even taps my head like it's a lucky charm." Gentlemen, take note. Don't overlook your chest or stomach hair. It deserves care too. Lather up with soap or body wash, rinse thoroughly, and make sure to dry off completely. Then there are those hidden sweat zones, your feet, between the toes, even the palms. These spots are loaded with sweat glands and are prime territory for odor, especially the feet, which spend hours trapped in socks and shoes. It becomes a breeding ground for bacteria, and the stench can creep into your clothes before you know it. John Miller, 68, recalled, "Man, my feet used to stink something awful. I started scrubbing between my toes, drying them good, and wearing fresh socks. Smell's gone like it never happened." He grinned. "Now my daughter-in-law doesn't make a face every time she walks past my room." The key: wash your feet, clean between the toes, dry thoroughly before slipping on socks, use breathable cotton socks, change them every day, and rotate your shoes to let them air out. The back is a tough area to reach, but sweat back there soaks your shirt and causes lingering odors. Use a long-handled brush or towel to scrub it clean. When washing any of these 3 key areas, go for warm, not hot, water. Hot water strips your skin's natural barrier, making smells worse. Choose a mild, unscented soap over anything overpowering. Mary Johnson, 71, once had her doubts. "I didn't think such simple changes could fix the odor," she said, "but I gave it a go, and wow. Now my grandbaby cuddles on my lap to watch cartoons. What a joy." After your shower, don't forget to moisturize. Dry, flaky skin tends to trap and amplify odor, especially in colder seasons. Once a week, soak in a warm bath, about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, for 20 minutes. It helps your pores release deep-seated gunk. Dry off well, then apply lotion to lock in the benefits. If you don't start today, you'll keep bothering those around you and worse, lose your joy and confidence. To avoid lifelong regret, begin now. Scrub those 3 spots. In a week, your family's reactions will shift. Next, we'll dig deeper into diet and lifestyle improvements. Listen close to the end. "Dr. Henry, besides washing, anything else?" Patients ask that a lot. Yes, food impacts body odor big time. It's tied tight to what you eat. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Betty Carter, 60, asked, "I've eaten garlic forever. Is that my smell?" Spices like garlic may leave a trace short-term, but over time, their antioxidants actually help neutralize body odor. Here's the key: load up on antioxidants. Sounds like a fancy science word, but it's pretty simple. Antioxidants slow down aging, and aging through oxidative stress is a major trigger of body odor. These nutrients help counter that effect. Foods like tomatoes, apples, strawberries, buckwheat, and brown rice work wonders. They nourish from the inside out, keeping you fresh. Red and purple fruits in particular are antioxidant powerhouses. Paul King, 79, said, "Doc told me to eat an apple and a tomato every day. 2 months later, my granddaughter said, 'Grandpa, you don't smell anymore.' Like magic." And yes, garlic, though pungent at first, helps long-term. Its compound allicin fights bacteria and oxidative agents inside your body. A clove or 2 a day can improve your overall scent and health. Second tip: hydrating fruits and veggies. Watermelon, pears, tomatoes, they naturally flush out internal waste through urine. Nancy Miller, 68, shared, "I started eating half a cucumber and a tomato daily. 3 months later, people told me, 'You smell so fresh.'" Not a fan of munching raw produce? Try blending them into a daily smoothie. It makes the habit easier and packs the same punch against age-related odor. Third, don't forget your mouth. Brushing 3 times a day is great, but don't stop there. Your tongue hosts a lot of bacteria, and if you skip it, bad breath will linger no matter what. Scrape your tongue daily to keep your breath as fresh as your scent. A toothbrush alone won't do the trick. Head to your local drugstore and grab a tongue scraper, cheap, easy, and surprisingly powerful. Use it every day and you'll notice a fast upgrade in your breath. "At first I gagged every time," said 73-year-old Linda Parker. "But I got used to it. Now I can't go without it. My breath's fresher than ever." Sugar-free gum can also work wonders, stimulating saliva to wash away odor-causing bacteria. Go for gum with xylitol. It's cavity-fighting and freshening. Chew it for about 10 minutes after meals to keep your breath in check. Next up, cut back on the dehydrators. Coffee, tea, and alcohol dry out your mouth and skin, amplifying body odor. Alcohol, in particular, turns into acetaldehyde in the liver, then leaks out through sweat with a sharp, unmistakable scent. "I used to drink a bottle of whiskey every single day," admitted George Carter, 71. "Turns out that was the culprit. I switched to barley tea, just 1 month in, and the smell was way down. Still love your morning coffee. You don't have to give it up completely. Try dialing it back to 1 or 2 cups and pair it with water or soothing barley tea. Alcohol? Reduce or quit. It makes a noticeable difference. Don't overlook fiber. Not getting enough can back up your system and spike body odor. When your gut's clogged, toxins re-enter your bloodstream and exit through your skin. That funky smell, it might be your digestion waving a red flag. Whole grains like oats, brown rice, and a colorful mix of fruits and veggies can help clear things out. "I was constipated for most of my life," said Margaret Evans, 77. "Then I started eating brown rice and soup for breakfast. It's gone, and oddly enough, so is the weird body smell." Don't start now and you'll waste cash on useless, pricey fixes. Just tweak your body and mouth care a bit. Big difference. These habits don't just cut smell, they're great for health. For a strong, active old age, begin now. Next, I'll cover clothing and gear care, then wrap up, listen to the end. Do all this today. In 1 month, you'll see a clear shift. Finally, clothes and stuff impact old age smell big. The shower is clean, but smelly shirts or bedding ruin it. Focus here. First, swap clothes and underwear often. Wear once, wash, sweat, and sebum-soaked gear feed bacteria, causing a tink, especially in hot summers. change more. Robert Harris, 72, said, I used to save laundry, wore stuff 3-4 days. Doc said daily swaps smells way down. Underwear's daily, cotton's best. Wicks sweat, breathes. Synthetic undies trap sweat. Worsening smell. Wash, sun dry if possible. Sun's a natural bacteria killer. Rainy days. Dry fully before wearing. Second, wash the bedding often. You sleep 8 hours nightly. Sweat, sebum, and skin flakes pile up on pillows and sheets, feeding bacteria into stink. Wash weekly and sun-dry if you can, pillowcases especially. Swap more often, they catch head oil and flakes. Linda Parker, 75, said, Wash sheets monthly, Doc said weekly. Felt like a hassle, now it's routine. Room's odor-free, old pillows and blankets. Replace every year or two. Bacteria and mites build up smelling. Third, care for shoes and socks. Foot smell seeps into them, affecting your whole vibe. Swap socks daily, cotton's best. Don't stick to one shoe pair, rotate 2 or 3 so they dry. Sprinkle baking soda inside to suck the odor. Paul King, 69, said, Wore 1 pair forever. Doc said switch 2, change socks daily. Foot smells down, my grandkid doesn't wince in my room now. Fourth, air out rooms often. Long indoors, smell builds. Open windows twice daily. Morning and evening, just 10 minutes each. Letting in fresh air does wonders. Kitchens and bathrooms tend to trap odors more easily. Give them some extra time. A sprinkle of baking soda in the bathroom works wonders for soaking up unpleasant smells. Fred Taylor, 71, shared that he used to dread the cold and hardly ever cracked a window open. The doctor told me do it twice a day, he said. At first it felt chilly and honestly a bit of a hassle, but the air, it's just not the same after. Even his daughter-in-law, who used to fling the windows open all the time, now keeps things balanced. Here's the truth behind what we call the old person smell. It's not just about aging, it's a mix of subtle physical changes. The skin releases more oxidized oils, sweat builds up in skin folds, and less saliva leads to dry mouths. Add in a lackluster diet, poor hygiene, not drinking enough water, and clothes and bedding that don't get washed often, and it all compounds. What can we do? Start simple. Drink at least 6 cups of warm water each day. Take a 20-minute stroll under the gentle morning sun. Wash 3 essential areas thoroughly: the creases of the body, places with hair, and the spots where sweat tends to gather. Load up on antioxidants. Think fresh fruits, vegetables, even a bit of garlic. Keep your mouth clean with regular brushing and tongue scraping. Refresh your wardrobe and linens, underwear daily, sheets every week. And don't forget, air out your rooms twice a day, 10 minutes each time. These aren't expensive solutions, just small, powerful changes. You don't need fancy products or complicated routines, just a little care each day. Because letting go of that lingering odor of aging isn't only about how you smell, it's about stepping into a healthier, more confident version of yourself. These simple shifts can strengthen your relationships, help you feel more welcome in social circles, and most importantly, rebuild your sense of dignity. Don't let something as fixable as odor push you away from your loved ones. Don't miss out on movie nights with the grandkids or warm hugs just because of a scent. Margaret Adams, 62, said, I've been following Dr. Henry's advice for 6 months now. My grandchild climbs into my lap to watch cartoons again, hugs me, kisses me. Thank you, Doctor Henry, for bringing that joy back into my life. You can feel that too. Start now. If this video helps, hit like, subscribe, and share it with others who need it. I'll keep bringing life-changing tips. Thanks a ton. Well, folks, that's it for today's deep dive into tackling that old age smell and reclaiming your confidence. I hope you found these tips eye-opening and practical. So, tell me, what's one thing you've learned so far? Maybe it's scrubbing those key spots, drinking more water, or airing out your room, whatever it is. Drop it in the comments below this video. I'd love to hear what you're taking into your daily life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more life-changing tips. Let's keep learning and growing together. Let's keep learning and growing together. See you in the next one.